But it's really the cancer is where I've been focusing a lot of my work, and most of my patients are stage 4. Unfortunately, people come to me very late. Now, when they come to me early, I'll tell you what happens. I get breast cancer patients. They'll come to me early. They come to me before surgery, and they say, look, I've got mastectomy, but it's like 3 months from now, 4 months from now. I've got a 6-centimeter tumor. I've got a 7-centimeter tumor. So I put them on ivermectin and another antiparasitic. I use 2 antiparasitics, ivermectin and fenbendazole, or ivermectin and mebendazole. Fenbendazole and mebendazole are almost identical. One is FDA approved. The other one is a dog dewormer. They are virtually identical. And so you could argue that I'm putting patients on a horse dewormer and a dog dewormer. And believe it or not, stage 4 cancers are responding to the point where I've got dozens of patients who are now cancer-free. And this is not yet. And these are not just, these are pancreatic cancers. These are ovarian cancers. These are cholangiocarcinomas. These are stage 4 melanomas. Like these are not easy cancers. These are difficult cancers. These are cancers that oncologists will tell you are incurable. So if you come to me early, and you've got a 7-centimeter breast tumor, and God knows when you're going to have your surgery, I put you on ivermectin, I put you on mebendazole, and 2-3 months later, I've had this happen several times. That's why I'm sharing it with you. Patient goes for their surgery, and instead of a 7-centimeter tumor, they find a 2.5-centimeter tumor, or a 3-centimeter tumor. That tumor has shrunk by half in a matter of 2-3 months. Now, maybe if we had kept going for another 3-4 months, maybe that tumor would have cleared completely. But I can't tell patients, don't do surgery, don't do chemotherapy, don't do radiation therapy. I never tell anybody that. Get all the information you can from your oncologist, make your decision, and then you can add ivermectin to your treatment if you want. But if you come early, these tumors are shrinking. Same thing with prostate cancer. I had a patient who had 1.5 centimeter prostate tumor, took ivermectin and fenbendazole for 5 months, did a repeat MRI scan, clear, tumor's gone. And he could see the PSA start coming down as he's taking these 2 repurposed drugs. And they're cheap. And this is the problem. Ivermectin went off patent in 1996. Fenbendazole went off patent in the early 90s. You can get generics, again, India Mart, Indian pharmacies for less than $1 a pill. Usually ivermectin, you can get 10 cents a pill. Fenbendazole, mebendazole, 20 cents a pill. Now you have to get them through customs, and this is where it's a problem, especially in British Columbia, because in Richmond, BC, they are ripping apart packages like they are expecting to find gold that they can confiscate, or, fentanyl they let through, but they are, I'm telling you, they are on patrol just looking to strike gold with that ivermectin in the package so they can confiscate it and probably take it home and use it themselves. But that's becoming a serious issue now, is that they're confiscating packages really of people who are just trying to treat, maybe they're trying to treat Parkinson's, maybe they're trying to treat cancer, and they're confiscating these packages, especially in BC. In Mississauga, they're going through. I can see it on the tracking. But here, they're on extra duty trying to confiscate these drugs, basically trying to make sure cancer patients don't have access. And it's just absolutely disgusting. Now, the thing is, the topic is blowing up. Last year, a group of us published the first paper, peer-reviewed, of using ivermectin and fenbendazole and mebendazole in cancer. We proposed protocols. It was myself, Dr. Paul Merrick, and a group of other researchers. There's more papers coming. This is blowing up. I did treat one of Mel Gibson's closest friends. I had no idea he was going to be on Joe Rogan talking about it. And so he went on and he told Joe Rogan that he had 3 friends who were stage 4, who are now cancer-free. And so he kind of brought it into the spotlight. And I think Joe Rogan's had a couple of other people on who've had similar stories of sharing stage 4 cancers that have been cleared with ivermectin and these repurposed drugs, ivermectin, fenbendazole, antiparasitic drugs. And so the cancers that I've had really the most success with, you wouldn't believe, again, it's pancreatic, stage 4 pancreatic cancers, which are a death sentence if you ask your oncologist. And I've got a number of pancreatic cancer patients who are stage 4 who are cancer-free right now, including a 36-year-old, a mother of 4, who, again, didn't take high doses. They couldn't get in touch with me. Her mother-in-law knew about my work and told her, look, just start taking ivermectin, because they took out an 8-centimeter tumor. Another 8-centimeter tumor grew right back. And she was switching oncologists. She went to MD Anderson and they thought, okay, you're stage 4, you're done for, like, that's it. You've got a few months left to live. But she had been taking ivermectin for a few months and she had completely stabilized her tumor, didn't progress, didn't shrink, but didn't progress because she wasn't using high enough doses. And the moment they gave her a little bit of chemo, the tumor just melted away, disappeared. She's cancer-free. Now, it's a chemosensitizer, ivermectin. It sensitizes the tumor to chemo. It actually reverses chemo resistance of certain cancers, which is a big problem in ovarian cancer, for example, also in pancreatic cancer as well. It's also a radiosensitizer, so it'll sensitize the tumor to radiation therapy as well. And, when I put the story out and, the 36-year-old concurred with me and she said, yes, this is what happened. And thank you, Dr. Makis, for sharing my story. I was viciously attacked. I was pursued by an advocacy group for pancreatic cancer patients. It was a pancreatic cancer patient support group who said, you're stealing her story. You're doing damage, harm to patients. They applied to have all my articles removed. It's the only time I ever had my Substack articles removed for a media violation or copyright violation, because I took one of the photos of her from their article. And they basically tried to shut me down. They tried to shut me up. This is a cancer patient support group. Well, they must get donations from Big Pharma because they didn't want other pancreatic cancer patients to have that information. I have 2 patients from hospice who were on hospice, sent home to die, who are cancer-free now. I have 1 patient who was offered MAID, medical assistance in dying. And I always laugh, and unfortunately, it's not a funny topic, but I always laugh and I say, well, that is the state of medical care in Canada. If you have a health problem, the one thing you can count on is, can we kill you? Can we help you to die? Right? Whether it's vaccine injury, whether it's advanced cancer, that's the state of medical care in Canada, is they will push MAID on you no matter what. And I had a patient who was, I think before the patient even saw an oncologist, they already had a discussion with someone about MAID. And she refused, came to me, went through a grueling, 5-6 months, and she's now cancer-free. From MAID to cancer-free. And so, I'll be honest with you, this is a topic that's going to keep exploding. And you don't have to forego chemo, you don't have to forego immunotherapy. You can literally add it to your chemotherapy regimen, add it to your immunotherapy regimen, add some ivermectin, just look into it, read up on it. I'll tell you one last story, because I know I'm probably over time. I had a frantic couple reach out to me. It was actually friends of Dr. Mark Strozzi. Frantically reach out to me and they said, my husband had melanoma. I think it's come back. His liver's full of it. Like, the liver's more tumor than anything else. And he's in liver failure and the doctors told him he has 2 days to live. And I put him on sort of low to medium doses of ivermectin, fenbendazole, and mebendazole together. The doctor said, this is you've only got days to live, and we'll put you on some kind of, anti-cancer medication, but it literally has 1% chance of success. And he stabilized. 2 months later, they repeated the liver scan, and I think there's only 1 small tumor left. And the liver has completely cleared of tumors. And the doctors told him you have 2 or 3 days left to live in this situation. So it's never too late. It's never too late. Don't give up. There's always options. Oncologists are not allowed to give you these options. They're not permitted to offer you anything other than the chemotherapy or immunotherapy regimens that are very expensive and very profitable. And I always ask my cancer patients, can you think of one cancer treatment that your oncologist has offered that is cheap? And nobody can, because oncology is always about money. But always think outside the box. And if you do, you will always have a better chance than if you blindly follow your oncologist.